everybody, you're on 1700. I'm Tegan, and I'm very lucky enough to be sitting here with Dave and Phil from legendary metal band Machine Head. How you going?
Going.
Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for the kitchen.
In the kitchen. Have you ever been interviewed in a kitchen before?
I haven't, but Phil has.
I have, in this particular kitchen.
This very kitchen.
Yeah,
wow.
2 years ago.
There you go, you have a very good memory. Well, we'll talk about your album first. It's been said that you wanted to record something that was breaking the boundaries of anything you've done before. Can you tell us a little bit about that? What are these boundaries, and did you do it? Did you achieve it?
You know, the boundaries, I guess over the years, you know, we've kind of at sometimes I've maybe felt certain limitations here and there, and you know, we finally got to a point as a band by trial and error, realizing that we're making music mainly for ourselves, and you know, there's not too many avenues out there like TV and radio stations that are going to play a band like Machine Head. So you know, just getting rid of all those barriers and anything that you would worry about where your music wouldn't get played, you just throw it out the window and just make the music for yourselves. And being a metal band, you just, you know, complete freedom we have to make our, you know, with our music. So
and also it's been the lyrics have been sort of said to, you know, be socially conscious and include things that are, you know, an issue for everyone. What are these sort of elements to the songs, like politics, war, and are they particularly relevant to you as a band at this time?
I think that Rob writes the bulk of the lyrics, and he's not a big Dungeons and Dragons guy. He's not going to write about, you know, sorcerers and shit like that. He's been through a lot, so he writes about his experiences, and I think that a lot of kids kind of relate to a lot of the things that he and a lot of the guys in the band have gone through. So I think that once we started writing this record, every song started becoming, you know, anti-Bush, anti-war, and anti-government, and it clenching the fist of dissent, you know, songs like that. Really, he started thinking that, you know, instead of making it, we need to make them more timeless, so they could be about anyone and stuff like that. And we don't want to really pigeonhole ourselves into we wanted this record to be relevant 20 years from now too. Sure. So we didn't want to just have anything that really tied to a particular time. But I think that we're a real fan-friendly band. I think that we're a real social conscious band. I think we write what we know about.
Yeah.
And that's what he's comfortable writing about, that's what he knows about, and that's what he connects with people about.
Well, stuff that's kind of been really highly publicised, particularly with the band's issues and Rob's issues in the past with addiction and stuff, and that being so openly in the public eye, is that hard to deal with as a band, or, you know, and how have the fans reacted to that sort of thing?
There was a point where when it kind of first got introduced as like, it's not really in a roundabout way, because on the Burning Red there was a song called 5, which was just graphically describing what he went through when he was a 5-year-old kid. And we recorded that song. We recorded with Ross Robinson, and Ross likes to really, when you're recording with him, before you even record the song, he'll have the singer. So he had Rob explain to the band what the song was about. And you know, Ross is right there with him, and Ross is a person that really lets you open up and feel totally comfortable opening up. So Rob explained the lyrics to us, and it was like getting hit with a brick in the face. Yeah. You know, it was like just thrown right out there, and we recorded the song right then. You know, people are crying in the studio, and just the stuff going on. So it was hard, you know, initially. And I think, you know, over the years he felt a little more comfortable writing about that, and yeah,
he has these personal issues. It's rust out into the public eye.
Yeah, but it's a good thing, you know. So many of our fans will come up to him and do the same thing that we did in the studio, is just break down, because they're going through this thing, and they see this person that they look up to and listen to this person's music every day, and this guy's gone through the same thing they did. So it's really like it's therapeutic, you know, for probably him and for the kids that are listening to the music.
And perhaps another issue that's been sort of widely publicised with you guys as a band is your departure from Roadrunner Records in 2003 and then re-signing later, but you were independent for a while. How was that to be in a band and play independently? Did you like it at all? Did you find that you had more freedom to do whatever you wanted with your music, or what brought you back in the end?
That was right when I joined the band.
Yeah.
So I was joining this band that I always wanted to be in, and I had these, you know, everything's great. You know, little did I know that, you know,
there were all these
we got all these offers, and we're going to sift through whatever we want to do, and you know, and I learned the situation as I came. But I think me joining at that point kind of maybe helped them through that period a little bit, because I was just so stoked to be in this band, and I brought this
new energy,
you know, a different energy, yeah, for sure. And I mean, we were writing the whole time. It wasn't like we were out playing or anything. So we were writing Ashes, and a lot of it was written when I was there. So I was, you know, excited to move on to different things.
Fans have touted you, especially on the internet, as one of the best live metal bands of the time. Is that something that you kind of consciously rehearse when you get together in rehearsals? You plan to be an awesome band live, or is it kind of just your chemistry when you come on stage? It's just like bang.
We definitely don't rehearse, like choreograph anything. I mean, there's certain things that we plan on when in song segues and stuff like that. But I just think that once the four of us get on stage together and we start playing our songs together, it's organic, it's natural, and we just get off on playing. And especially if there's a killer crowd there, then it just reciprocates. It's just us and them giving back and forth, and you know, it's not rehearsed, not planned. It just happens, and that's what's so beautiful about it.
A killer crowd's obviously a very important aspect to a good show. And you've toured places like India and Israel and Dubai, which you might not, you know, generally think of as being quite, you know, having quite a fan base there for a band like yourselves. How were those sort of crowds compared to your traditional big crowds?
Well, I think Dubai is probably a little different because it's kind of a vacation spot for European people and United Kingdom people, but going to Israel and India was, you know, it's one of those two of the places, you know, they're hungry. They never, you know, bands are like afraid to go there, especially like Israel or something, you know. And to get to India, it's not easy, you know, and so when you get out there, the fans, they really, really appreciate it, and they kind of just soak up. I mean, they're soaking up every moment of it, you know, and so it's cool, you know. It's awesome that we even get to do that, you know, to get to go. And we, you know, doing it in a cool. When we did that, we did Dubai, Israel, India, and Japan in the same stretch in like 2 weeks. So there was like 4 different culture shocks going on.
Yeah.
You know, it was pretty cool.
All right, guys, thanks so much for joining us. You're with Machine Head, and I'm Tegan. You're watching 1700.